welcome to
Are we really alive, though?
IMBGcast 37.
Is time just a, like...
man-made concept? Yes, it is.
A construct made by humans just to measure the time between life and death?
He sends me that shit all the time. I'll be like, we hanging out? He's like, yeah, what time? He's like, time is a man-made construct. That
Used to measure time used to measure a distance till death or something like
yeah,
that.
deals like that.
Today we're trying something new. We're trying Lotte Milky's melon-flavored milk carbonated soda from South Korea.
Milku.
Do you want to do like a close-up on that shit?
Yeah.
Ew.
That is not a good thing before I open this to try it, to hear ew.
Seriously.
Oh wait, look at it first.
Seriously, this time? Wait.
It does not smell bad. It actually smells pretty good.
The Sylvia playthrough. Drink it.
It looks like semen.
Drink it.
I don't like the smell.
It looks like green semen.
Drink my jizz.
See, the worst part, it doesn't actually smell bad.
It smells like bubble gum.
It's really good, but it has a weird thing. So you gotta get past, like, the weirdness at first, and then realize, like, oh, this is actually pretty good.
That's fine. Billy would probably fucking love this shit.
I like it.
How much Always Sunny have you watched? I know you said you watched some.
No, I've watched, like, 3 episodes.
Have you ever seen the O'Boyles?
No.
So they're
those two brothers.
Yeah, they're an inbred family where they're like unibrows, pimply, always wear things, and they just drink milk 24/7. It's the only thing that they drink.
Gross.
They are Billy.
Why is that gross?
If you just drink milk all the time, I don't know. I just find.
Have you
gross.
ever seen the movie Leon the Professional?
Yes.
The dude, all he drinks is milk, and he's fucking badass.
Yeah.
But Billy literally just.
That's a movie.
The only two things
We're talking
I've ever
about a
seen
TV
Billy
show.
drink are beer and milk, and it's so weird. Where he has to have bedtime milk.
He should try the
Bedtime milk.
Yep.
He should
Every night pours his bedtime milk.
Oh my god, who is the one lady from Food Network? There was a lady
Rachel
from
Ray, Paula Dean,
No, blonde.
Sarah Lee.
Blonde and older.
Sarah Lee.
Is it Sarah Lee?
I don't know. She's that bitch that's
Giada
always...
De Laurentiis?
No, it's not Giada De Laurentiis.
Nah, Giada.
Sarah Lee was that one bitch that's like, it's almost homemade.
Mario Batali.
Where like literally
Oh,
everything
that's
in her
gonna kill
kitchen
me.
was fucking pink.
No, there's this great
Holy
clip.
fuck, do I hate her so much.
No, there's this great clip of this woman. Essentially, what she did was she mixed alcohol and liquor.
Those are
Same thing.
synonymous.
Hey!
Those are the same thing!
Those are synonymous terms.
Alcohol and milk.
Ew.
Oh my
Well,
god.
it's unprecedented.
Sandra Lee.
Yeah.
Not Sarah Lee. Sandra
Sandra Lee.
Lee.
Yeah, Sarah Lee is like those
Yeah,
shitty
yeah.
cakes.
Sandra Lee.
let's see if I
I
can-
fucking hate Sandra Lee.
Oh my god.
Because every time she's like, I made a good snack for your kids. You know what they love more than everything? Low-fat, not actual food, vegan shit. And you're like, oh my god, no kid ever has said that.
You know, I really like these Lucky Charms, but I really wish it was just Cheerios.
No, it's not. No, it's
I
worse
prefer-
than Cheerios. It's more like, man, you know what? I really love these Lucky Charms. You know what I want more than that?
Brussels sprouts.
Cardboard. Because she doesn't even make actual food. She's like, I literally just took quinoa, soaked it in water, and said, you're done. That's what you eat now. And it's like, it's not even cooked.
Sandra Lee's like the LaCroix of Food Network. She fucking sucks.
LaCroix. Have you ever had LaCroix?
No.
Oh, man. You need to, drink LaCroix, and then you need to go online and look up reviews of LaCroix. It's so funny.
What is it? A soda?
No. I'll go out tomorrow if I remember, and I'll go to the supermarket and grab like a fucking 12-pack. They're so bad, but
Next week.
What is it? Just
Next
tell me
week
what
we should
kind of
drink
drink
LaCroix.
it is.
No, don't.
We have a stream tomorrow.
no,
I'm
but
not
we can
going
do
to
this for
either.
the podcast where we try a different drink every week.
All right.
Yeah.
LaCroix is next week.
I will.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I will abstain from doing that then.
No, it's not terrible.
You won't drink it if you don't know what it is?
No, just I won't look up what it is if you guys want to
Yes.
surprise me.
Yes.
Surprise. Let's make
What's
it a
your
surprise.
favorite fruit?
I like a lot of fruits.
What
So that's-
if you were forced to only eat one for the rest of your life?
One fruit for the rest of my life. Probably raspberries.
All right, we'll look for raspberry then,
It
because
exists.
it's fruit flavored.
Okay.
So like, I just gotta find the raspberry, the raspberry one. It tastes like semen.
Good.
I don't.
So it tastes like this then.
This is amazing. This is like if you put like a melon and semen together.
What kind of melon?
Sea melon.
have to.
I'm laughing more at his reaction of I need to keep the sea melon in my mouth.
Oh, man.
I have to bring up the
That
point.
hurt.
Is-
It was like in my throat.
is
And I was
there-
trying not to like.
Is melon the only flavor?
Ow.
Oh, there's gotta be other ones. I've seen milk soda before.
Well,
Oh,
no, so the reason I
God
ask is
damn it.
because don't they say breast milk is supposed to taste like cantaloupe? What if this is just Korean breast milk
Just
carbonated?
fucking lit.
Are you telling me I'm sucking on some Korean titties?
Pretty close.
Oh my god.
Oh, somebody needs to clip that.
Oh.
You said I'm sucking on some Korean titties?
Tron, I'll check that out in a bit. Can you clip whatever just happened there?
Just sucking on them Korean titties.
Oh my god. I got a text message from Courtney. Not cool. What are you, outside the door? Where were we? Hi everybody, welcome to IMBGcast 37.
We didn't even start yet.
Literally, you said, like, welcome to the IMG, and I just went straight into time as a construct.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess we're calling this podcast Korean Breast Milk.
Can this be called Korean titties?
I don't want to put titties in our title because I thought
Why
about
not? So I found out there's a new YouTube, I wouldn't say
that.
algorithm.
Hey, we're getting hosted.
I don't know if I'd say
Thanks, Sean.
algorithm, but, like,
Always appreciate it.
statistic that you can check called the CPM, which is your curses per minute.
Holy shit.
That's horrifying.
Are we bad? What are we at? How do I check that right now? Can I do that?
Maybe. Go log into YouTube and check the analytics.
Alright, I need to see this really quick, because that curses... Oh. Right now. Whoa!
Oh, fuck.
Right now. We're doing
Right
it right
now.
now. We're doing it. Fuck it. We're doing it live.
We're checking it live.
Fucking we'll do it live.
I curse so much.
Right? God damn, you have a lot of Google accounts.
I thought about that the other day.
A
and I
lot
was
of them are
like,
inactive.
I want to try to like cut down on it being such a reflexory thing.
I've been trying. It just doesn't work.
Right.
I think it's just too ingrained at this point. How
Well,
do
I
I
mean,
analytics?
fuck is the perfect punctuation.
Well, I mean,
to
how often
anything.
will you just literally just go like, fuck, hell, fuck, shit, fuck, fuck, fuck. And like, oh, look, we just screwed it up there.
No, but I just mean like...
Where is this in? Settings?
Analytics.
Where the fuck is analytics?
On dashboard.
On, like, Creator Studio?
Yes.
Hey. If the titties exist in life, you get banned. If you think of titties, you get banned. If you say titties, you get banned. If you put your titties in the title, you get banned. Did he just say he was trying to cut down on jacking it live?
Titties, 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 titties.
titties. Oh. So,
We're so banned.
channel analytics.
No, I'm trying to cut down on cursing in life. Really.
How do I do this? Where is it?
I don't find it.
What?
I found it and I don't remember where I found it.
Google
at.
how to find it.
Build an audience, maybe?
Maybe.
Gender. 100% male.
Not even a small section.
Wait, is that your audience? Because
Yeah,
isn't Riley?
Well, this
and
is
her
on
sister?
YouTube.
Yeah, this
Oh.
is YouTube, not...
Ew, there's just a big picture of roast beef when I go on here. This is
what the
disgusting.
fuck picture did you find for the brown eye whispers? What the fuck is that thing? It makes me feel uncomfortable.
I typed in the brown eye whisperer, and that is the first thing that came up.
I'm pretty sure that's like some kind of porn thing.
Jacking it live, like the guy from the dating advice game jacks off into the plant. Oh, super seducer.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
We can find it later.
I really want to know how many curses per minute we have, though. That's the only thing.
It's like 30.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm done with that. Anyway, we curse a lot and we jack off into plants. No, we don't. He jacks off into plants. Him.
Me?
I don't.
Mike, can you make my arm extend? Or a little bit down. A little bit over. Yeah, keep going. Keep going a little bit more. Keep going a little bit more. Nope, a little bit back. Right there, it's perfect. Him. Him right there. I wish you could... Hold on. Keep it right where it's... You're not even going to be able to see it because I got to take it with a stupid phone.
Oh, we're bad now. That's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good.
Oh my god, he's... Tron likes it. He's like, perfect. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to IMBGcast 37. We still haven't gotten past the title screen.
We're really good at this. Remember when you're like, this will be over in like an hour?
This will be an hour. we're on an hour of bullshit.
That's how we do things.
Want to talk about Wolfenstein?
Sure.
All right, Wolfenstein 2 Switch update, patch 1.2 removes all the swastika symbols from the game.
Unfortunate.
Right? That was my reaction.
Why?
Because Nintendo, probably.
Because why would you support that?
Oh, fuck me. Stop.
But yeah, it removed in patch 1.2 every single swastika from the game. No comment has been, like, put back after people have tried to contact Nintendo and the developers. It's just kind of a hush-hush thing right now, so...
Okay.
There's still a symbol for the Reich, but...
Did they just replace everything with the Iron Eagle or something?
No. They replaced it with, like, a new custom-made symbol.
A
that
fake
looks very...
swastika, but
It looks very
fake stika.
Reichish.
It's a swasta-lite.
Swasta-like.
It's very...
Swasta-like.
It's
That
just...
sounds like the worst kind
It's a
of, like...
fostika.
The new swastika is just Reich it.
Just rake it.
It's like... That sounds like a really bad, like, game genre, how there's, like, roguelike, and now we have Schwasta-like.
Oh man, it's just all Nazi fun games. Nazi fun. Pun? I don't know, Nazi fun. What's a swastika? What? No, I'm not doing it. Can we make it with our fingers? Can I throw up the blood sign on stream?
I think if you could somehow make a swastika with your fingers, you have more problems than that.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, that's something that was censored. Speaking of censorship, did you see that Sony has been censoring visual novels and that Japanese developers are actually having to censor their games in Japan as well now?
No.
For other platforms? Because they have to, like, the amount of censorship and the amount of hardcore censorship completely alter some.
No.
Yeah. Some visual novels and, like, hentai-ish games are getting, like, fucked over bad. Like, there's a market for them, I understand that, and it sucks that Sony's doing
Yeah,
this,
there's
to be
a whole
honest.
one market for it, Larry.
Yeah, Larry. Hey, Larry pays good money for that shit. I've seen his collection. I've seen his collection outside of his room. They're just in bins.
Mm-hmm.
With semen.
I was gonna, they're not even in bins. You know, like those, like, you ever see Breaking Bad? How they have those giant, like, blue chemical containers that they used to dissolve people in?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, those just filled with porn.
It looks like they might have replaced the swastika with just the Wolfenstein logo.
Is that what it is? The Wolfenstein logo? I scrolled past it pretty quickly.
I found a picture that shows a comparison, and it shows where the shit did it go. But yeah, it looks like it's just the W with the lightning bolts around it on like an arm patch, and it showed like a comparison to where like it was on a soldier before and it was a swastika.
The part that kills me is like they released that game with the swastika in it, and then they censored it.
Yeah, the whole thing about that game is like, yeah, we're going edgy with this. We don't give a fuck.
Because it's such a fucking, like, hey, this is something that happened and now you're supposed to fight against it. It's not like they're like, hey, you're part of the Nazi army. Go have fun. It's like, no, you're trying to fuck them over royally.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong, because I also
You're
found...
killing Nazis.
I also found one that it's just the Bethesda logo instead of a swastika,
But then you just have like...
which is kind of funny.
But it's one of those things where it's like, sure, then you even have like the entire country of Germany where they're like, Nazi, what's a Nazi? Not a thing.
That's not something that happened.
So
See,
like, so I could see people who like just want to get rid of it even though it's not. Like, even though it's not like, hey, you are a Nazi kind of thing, they literally just want to be like, we just want that completely fucking erased.
Well, did you ever hear Patton Oswalt's whole bit about it?
No.
Like how German people don't have a sense of humor because of all that?
Yeah.
They're like, he's like, yeah, I was in front of a nightclub and I mentioned to the tour guide they had this like laser display up where it was like a bunch of tiny dots all over, and Patton Oswalt, he goes, yeah, I made this like dumb ha joke to the tour guide where it was like, oh, I see the snipers are out tonight.
Those are not snipers, those are laser pointers made to create a specific optical effect. There would be no snipers here, because why would there be snipers here in Germany? We love all people, especially the Jews.
There are many Jews in our clubs
There
right
are
now.
Jews in our clubs, because we love Jews. There's no safer place in the world for a Jew
He said like
than in Germany.
every time he would bring up anything that was vaguely like out there,
It brought
The
it
guy-
to a, quote, ass-grinding halt
Yeah.
with literal explanation to everything.
Oh, I've seen these pipes. These are the strudel pipes of Germany.
There's no strudel
They
going
do
through
not
these pipes.
contain any strudel. Like, that's kind of how Germany is. And he said, completely fucking fair, because if my grandparents did that shit, I would
Yeah.
want to do the same shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But, yeah.
Why would it be snipers?
It's not...
Why would there be snipers? There's no greater safest place for Jews than in Germany.
If there was snipers, I'm sure they wouldn't be pointed at any Jews.
If there were snipers, I'm sure they wouldn't be pointing them at any Jews.
I wonder if they're ever just gonna change their name to Jewmany.
So...
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jews.
Oh, very nice. I don't understand why anybody says any bad things about them. Anyway, Devil May Cry is getting a ridiculous collector's editions.
Collect multiple.
Yeah. Oh.
So
Oh no. Oh no. Before we go any further, forget that I just said the headline. Somebody brought the Venom 3 clip back. Your Venom 3 clip. When we were talking about Germany.
What?
The one where you just kind of start flapping
God
around. Oh, it's so perfect. Alright, so...
Who did it?
Tron.
Of course. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm surprised he remembered that clip.
No
Like,
shit.
that's such a buried clip at this point. Oh, that's for the OGs on the channel at this
Oh,
point.
jeez.
Alright, so Devil May Cry is getting a couple of ridiculous collector's edition.
Yep.
For the low price of $8,000. You could have the collector's edition plus Dante's jacket. Sean,
Yeah, about that.
you gonna buy it?
So
No.
it's 900,000.
Oh, like, I like Devil May Cry. I'm not like a crazy
900,000
DMC
for
person.
Dante's. Then it's 750,000 for Nero, and then
Yenny. Are you talking about Yenny?
Yeah, Yen. Then 600,000
Yenny!
for
Yenny's
for
like
these.
a game currency.
I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. Do I fucking use it?
Or for 12,000, you can get a shirt that has Devil May Cry embroidered on it.
12,000 is only like what, $50?
I don't
No.
know conversion.
Somebody look up conversion rates in the chat.
It ends at probably about 120.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
It's a button-up shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. It's perfectly worth it. Suck
Let's
my
say,
dick.
like,
Oh.
look at it.
It's literally my shirt, but black.
Yeah.
What?
Is it bad that I saw Dante's jacket and I was like, I kind of want Dante's jacket?
Let me see.
Not for $8,000, you don't.
It's on a duster? Or
No,
is
it is. It's just, you
Oh.
can't see the rest of it.
Oh, I want to see.
Like-
What is...
Hey,
It's that long.
Sure.
in side note news,
Those
my
are good.
roof is collapsing again. Awesome.
What else is new?
We're
So,
gonna die.
The thing is, though, is you can't even, like, go on their website and just click pre-order to get it. You have to contact them to do it, because they're not like, hey, we have, like, 100, buy them while you can. It's like, no, you have to get in contact with them and literally, like, set up, like, special things to do it.
Like
That
fitting.
sounds shady
Because it's Japan only.
as fuck.
So to pick it up, if you order it, you literally have to fly to Japan to go pick up your item.
You could probably just pay somebody like Grubhub, call it Collector's Edition Hub.
Grubhub.
Grubhub my fucking jacket. Fuck having a car, I'll walk to work with my Dante jacket.
And you'd be the coolest looking motherfucker walking to work ever.
I'm not gonna lie, if I saw you walking down the street with a Dante jacket on, I'd probably try and splash you on a rainy day really fucking
Well,
hard.
don't you remember there was that kid that used to walk around the mall in the Vash the Stampede duster?
Yeah, and he looked like a fucking
yeah, it was
idiot.
so bad.
Oh man, we got close to it, but anyway, Raymore and Flanagan, what are you, a fucking idiot? I like the new inflection that's been going on. What are you, a fucking idiot? All right. So, yep, you get a lot of collector's editions that are absolutely ridiculous. So our good friends in GOG.com, goodoldgames.com, got in a lot of hot water again on Twitter again.
What
So
was it this time?
GOG is in hot water again with Twitter as they tweeted out, classic PC games, hashtag won't be erased on our watch. Yeah, how's that for some use of hashtags? Hashtag won't be erased is a hashtag used in the transgender community in response to legislation that would quote-unquote like reduce their rights. GOG just fucking made a joke out of it. That's like
Did they make a joke out of it, or did they use it without knowing what it was?
No, they knew. This is the third time they've made fun of transgender people loosely on their fucking Twitter accounts. And they just keep doing it. I'm not lying. I don't laugh too hard at stories all that often, but when I read the tweet and I was like, what the fuck is that hashtag? And then I read that, I laughed in my bedroom because I had just woken up. I was laughing in my bedroom for a good 5 minutes because it was just so absurd that they would just fucking do it again.
I heard, in a pseudo-related thing, I heard someone refer to, instead of hashtag #MeToo, #MeToo.
And there's where our channel goes down because our guest fucking...
To be fair, it originally was the pound sign, not hashtag.
Pound sign, me too. Oh, wait, we need the Rosetta Stone box. Oh, that's fine. It's gonna go back here. There you go. And full effect. Okay, Rosetta Stone box is on point. And then you put a no face. But anyway. Yeah, GOG is...
what did they do other times?
The other one was when they were talking about Cyberpunk 2077. They were like, they said something about somebody's gender, and literally the thing tweets back, "Oh, did you just assume their gender?" It's just, they just keep fucking doing it. Like, this isn't the last that we're gonna hear of them, and you know what? It's probably great publicity for them every time.
I thought the Cyberpunk thing was CD Projekt Red that did that.
CD
not
Projekt
GOG.
Red owns GOG.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, that's I didn't know that until I started reading into the tweets from last time, and I found out, and I'm like, that's probably not good PR.
I didn't know CD Projekt Red was big enough to own GOG.
Oh yeah, CD Projekt Red. Well, GOG's not that big, to be honest. Like, I mean, it's all old games,
but it's also the only competitor to Steam.
Well, no, there's Origin. Oh man,
downloading that was the worst thing I ever did to my computer.
Origin?
Yeah.
Yeah. BattleNet's pretty bad.
It's still less intrusive than Origin.
I guess. Like, my thing is, like, Origin Unlimited is at least a good service where it's like, hey, it's $100 a year and just play our fucking games. Like, all the time. Like, whatever you want. So, at least EA is trying to give you a bargain before they rape you in the microtransactions department.
I got raped right for a microtransaction.
Because that's literally what they do. They just absolutely destroy you. Oh, wait. I only have one game from GOG, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Do you remember the audio distortion video from that?
No.
On Humble Bundle forever ago, they had a video that was like the trailer for, it was either Rogue Squadron or a different one, that when you played the video, it was just so loud and distorted and peaking, but of normal volume. So it's like somebody upped it, exported it, then turned all that peaking down. So it was like it was insane. And like, I pressed play because I was like, oh, I don't remember this Star Wars game. And it was like into my headphones. I was like, oh! So I don't know if somebody trolled them with that, like one of their like people in Humble Bundle or something. But that game forever had the best trailer on Humble Bundle because it was just so
was
whacked
it the
out.
best?
Dude, honestly, when you're not expecting it and you just see like this like big game with the most shitty fucked up
Nice. Thank you.
No Larry. Trickomez gave us 100 bits. No Larry, and then another 100 bits. I don't know what that means. Well, I know what it means with the no Larry, but I don't understand why. Anyway, when you're not expecting that Thank you, by the way. When you're not expecting that...
Took you long enough.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. I was thrown off by
He's so thrown off.
Yeah, I was thrown off. But when you weren't expecting it, like, you're watching it like it's going to be a normal trailer, and you could kind of tell something's off until it kicks in, and you're like, oh no, it's really bad.
That's amazing.
I still can't find that video, and it was on YouTube, and I thought I favorited it. I didn't. Makes me upset. Please get Texas
you favorite. It's still gone.
I've been having fun at another stream with that. I don't think we're ever going to do that because our viewer base is pretty fucked sometimes.
I mean, you can have it where if it tries to read certain words, it just won't.
It's like Microsoft Sam. How do you get around him saying things that don't actually sound like it? Oh, you just type them really weird so they sound different anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we want that on our channel.
No, probably not.
We appreciate you as a viewer, but fuck you.
If you send us something, we will read what it says, as long as it's appropriate.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then sometimes when it's not.
Like, if you send it, if you...
Yeah, see, now he's just typing in, like, oh, here, he's been doing that already. Penis. Falk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just...
The last one.
Anal?
Anal?
Like, that's what I mean.
Click
like,
that, please.
Like,
Anal?
Anal?
well, I was like, I thought it said nut for a second. I thought it was like a nut, and I was like, what? And then I had to read it like that. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he's telling us to do it, and then he gives us examples of like, no, yeah, I already do that shit. Oh god. But okay. Going on to Rockstar news, Dan Houser said he is glad that he's not releasing Grand Theft Auto 6 right now because it's a hard time to satire modern events.
Yep.
It's very reminiscent of what South Park creators Matt Stone and Trey Parker,
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah, Trey Parker.
said about the show, where they said it's almost getting too hard to satire, which the opening episodes of the new South Park season are super fucked up. As for Grand Theft Auto 6,
The thing with, like, South Park and stuff like that now, it's like, hey, you want to satire something? It's like, there's a lot of stuff that, like, you satire, and people are like, oh, we've heard that before. Who cares? Then there's stuff that's, like, really, like,
I think
it's the stuff that makes people, like, actually dislike you.
Well,
yeah.
no, I think the problem might be is, like, there are certain things that they try to satire, and then they find out, like, oh, no, that satire actually really happened.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, fuck, like, even the shit that we make up is actually coming true. How do you satire...
Satire.
How do you satire, like, existing
Satire.
satire?
How do you satire the satire?
It's so meta. It's ridiculous.
Well, the first episode of the new South Park season, not to totally go away from our headline, but the first episode of the new South Park season is literally school shootings, and it's pretty fucked the way that they open it up, and I'm not surprised that they did the hashtag cancel South Park. And I hate to admit that they made it pretty fucking funny.
Oh, I'm sure.
They just did one too. It was called Integrity Farms, where Stan's dad grows weed, and then he starts like talking about like people who vape and shit like that, and just ripping into them. It's like, hey, how about you get the fuck off my farm and go suck on your pussy stick? Why don't you go shove that pussy stick up your ass and then blow smoke? Oh, I'm sorry, flavored steam. Like, I was in tears on my couch, like, watching that episode because it's just so ridiculous, like, some of the shit that he says about
That's
vaping.
hilarious.
But yeah, as for the Grand Theft Auto thing, like, I feel like, yeah, it's hard to satire things, but if anybody has the writing team for it,
It's them.
it's Grand Theft Auto.
Right.
Like,
I thought you were
Grand
going to
Theft...
say South Park.
Well, South Park,
Either
yeah.
way, yeah.
South Park, like, I love South Park on, like, a whole different level. Like, own, like, almost every season. Like, I love South Park on a high level. Grand Theft Auto, I love on a high level. And I hate that they're saying, like, oh, I'm just glad I'm not releasing it. Like, bad wording, probably, but...
Just wait for them to do it in Red Dead.
Well, the thing that scares me is that, like...
Because they'll just do, like, a Wild West version of it, then people will be like, hey, you're satiring this? Like, nah, it's Wild West. It's completely different.
Well, what scares me is, like... If they're finding it hard to do that now, I don't feel like it's going to get better. Like, I
Yeah.
don't feel like it's going to get easier for them to satire shit.
My thing is, like, I just
But
hope
did they
that
say
they're-
what's making hard to satire? Is it what he said, where it's like, hey...
The world
It's
is
hard-
just so
it's-
fucking crazy.
Yeah,
That's exactly
is
what it
it
was
that?
referenced to.
Or is it like we're tired of the backlash that we get over everything.
That's what do you call it?
I think they welcome the backlash.
No, yeah,
I don't know
Rockstar.
which one it's more.
Rockstar's definitely open to the backlash, and they have the lawyer team to back it up. It's not like they're going anywhere because of backlash. It's more so that they're finding it hard to write for the series, but it's even that like, I hope they're not playing into themselves too much and like being apprehensive because of like the success of Grand Theft Auto 5 or anything.
We're Rockstar, so we have to do this.
Yeah, I don't want to see a company like that, especially when they're so good at making like that world that Grand Theft Auto is. Like from the news reports to the radio stations to the actual like shit evolving throughout the game. More so what I want from this Grand Theft Auto, if they kept it like very fucking similar to the last one, but it was just like, oh, you see a building getting built and it gets built over time and you can progressively go into it and it just looks a little bit better, I would still be fine. Like, as long as it has like the story and all that shit. I don't even care if it's much bigger. That map was fucking huge.
Right.
But I just hope they're not like playing into themselves and being like, hey, we satire this way. It's like, you didn't always, though, and it was always still funny in a certain way.
Yeah, look at GTA 1 where it's top down and you just murder people for fun.
Yeah.
There's no story to that.
GTA in general was always a great game series. Like, because even like Grand Theft Auto 3 didn't really get into the politics too much. It was just the guy's story, and they kind of had like some small jokes here and there at the city, like, hey, poke fun at New York a little bit here, do that. Even like Vice City, like,
well, I feel like 3, Vice City, and especially like San Andreas. If you think about those 3, and I don't mean like in the graphics, but there's a lot of shit in it that's almost like cartoony. You know what I mean? Whereas once you hit 4 and 5, yes, there's humor in it, but it's very grounded humor, like reality-based grounded humor.
Yeah.
I think you could go back to put some weird, real zany weird shit in there, like all of Vice City.
You gotta watch on that
I was
teeter
gonna say,
now.
you have to be careful with that, because if you do that now, people are like, oh, you're just trying to be
Saints Row. Yeah, okay, good point.
Because even on GTA Online, they did that, and it's like, I fucking hate GTA Online now, because it's fucking Saints Row, and I hate Saints Row.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I got a bike that can fly and shoot missiles. That's fucking dumb. The reason I think a lot of people liked Grand Theft Auto 5 was because it was a little more grounded, but not as grounded as 4. Like, 4 was like hardcore for their
reality
by Rockstar Grand Theft Auto standards. 5 was like, alright, maybe the cars don't just flip over and then blow up no matter what. You can actually flip them back over and shit like that. Alright, maybe you could fall from a building and sort of survive and like all that shit. It's like small improvements. Like, obviously, the GTA 5 physics engine is my favorite in a Grand Theft Auto game ever. And if they just keep that, but update the graphics in the way that it, like, the place evolves. Because that's the thing. I don't need it to be a mockery of what I'm living in. I just want it to be its own city. Even if they redo, like, how they kind of did San Andreas, even if they redo Vice fucking City right now, that'd be so sick.
I think that's what they're intending.
I really hope so.
Though, didn't they put out like a teaser picture?
No.
It just said Grand Theft Auto, and it was basically looked like a picture of Miami.
Nope. They haven't put out any press material about it whatsoever.
I thought that was a thing.
There's fan shit like that, like where they have the Grand Theft Auto like 6 and it's the Vice thing. They have all that bullshit, but it's quite literally they have no press material for it.
Got it.
Probably because they've been going fucking hard on Red Dead Redemption.
Sure.
I was gonna say, like, you would know better than I would. I don't like GTA.
I fucking love GTA. I fucking love GTA.
For me, it's just like the setting. I can't get into the setting. It's like
Really?
I don't like Fallout because the setting bores me. But I love Skyrim, even though it's like same game company, same kind of game. The settings are wildly different, and I like Skyrim. I hate Fallout. It's like why I love Red Dead Redemption, because I like spaghetti westerns and stuff like that. I like being able to be in that world. Fucking hate GTA, bores me to death.
I was very much like you with the Skyrim Fallout thing. Because I love Skyrim, obviously. I've got wherever it's at over there, and like a bunch of like small shit throughout. Fallout, I only got into at like 4. 3 I had, and I liked it, and it was good. 4 was the one that was like, holy shit, this is the one I like.
Because whenever I say that, people
It's
are
simplified.
like, people are like, what do you mean? You don't. It's not the setting that you care about. It's the characters and the story that you go through. It's like, yeah, but if I can't like,
Well, that all
if
relies.
I can't immerse myself into the world, those stories mean nothing to me.
Because that all relies on the setting. That's the thing. It's like, people underestimate that the world is its own character, and if you fucking hate that character, it's not a, I'm kind of okay with this one, or I'm kind of good. Like, Dishonored. it was cool all around. Gameplay
Right.
was great. I liked the characters and everything like that. The setting fucking sucked, and I hated it because of that.
I didn't hate the setting. My problem with Dishonored was that there was no story to it. It had a story, I guess. The writing was very flat. I felt like it was like, we're gonna try to be stealth Bioshock, but it's not. There's like none of the good characteristics, like those character
So
defining
if you put Dishonored and We Happy Few together, you'd have a great fucking game. Because it's like half of Bioshock in each.
right.
I
We
can see
Happy
that.
Dishonored.
Yeah. That'd be pretty
We Dishonored Few.
We Dishonored Few. Oh my god,
That's actually
that's a
a great
great
name
title.
for a game.
That'd be a great, like... That'd be a great Battlefield Bad Company like title.
I would love a Battlefield Bad Company 1 again. Doesn't have to be like a remake, but a game like that again.
Where it's like
Where-
sort of like jokey on certain parts.
It's like goofy and jokey at times, and it's not just dead serious, but then like, oh, you're still fighting this war.
And you snaps in.
And there's still war stuff going on where you're just literally just mowing down people, but like then when you're done, you have happy fun time adventures with your friends. It's like there hasn't been a game like that since Battlefield Bad Company 1.
Which is super weird because that game was big.
Like, do you
Like
remember
big.
Do you remember the little trailers that they put out?
Everyone loved them. That was the whole
were
reason I
fucking
loved that.
spectacular.
Yeah.
I put them on my original YouTube channel because they weren't originally on YouTube. They were only on their website, and I'm like, and they're like, here, download them. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put them up on my channel. I literally put them all up on my channel back before like copyright infringement was like a huge thing, and they got like thousands of views because I was the first person to put them on YouTube.
Jesus.
And it's just like there they are. Everyone fucking loved them,
Yeah.
and it's like there's never been something like that again. They were goofy. They were funny.
They had a good balance. That was my thing. They always had good balance in the even Bad Company 2 had balance in it. It wasn't as good as 1, but it was still good. I don't know.
I've never played a Battlefield game.
Oh yeah, GTA stuff.
But yeah. Grand Theft Auto,
There's definitely some better than others.
it
Bad
sucks.
Company 1's amazing, but it's outdated now.
Hardline. Awesome.
Oh fuck, that game sucks.
But yeah, like, I don't know. For Grand Theft Auto, I just hope they're not playing into themselves. I wish that they realized that the setting doesn't have to be our world, and I hope they didn't get affected too much by the huge fucking success of 5, that's gonna, like, weigh down on 6, or whatever they might call it in the future.
So, speaking of games like this, did you get a chance to play Red Dead at all? I don't know if you actually ended up buying it or not.
No.
So,
Whenever you or Larry get sick of it, I might just borrow it off you guys.
if you want to borrow my game for now, I'm going to be playing Call of Duty for
Do
a
you
little
feel
while.
like he should play
Cannot.
the first one first?
Yeah, you need to play the first one first, though.
I'll play it tonight.
Okay.
Just bring it tomorrow.
It's real long.
I don't want to play the first one. I just want to play this new one.
Alright.
I don't want to go back in time.
You're actually going forward in time.
Alright, cool. I want to go... No, I don't want to go back in time with this. Oh, wait, this is a prequel?
Yeah, this is a prequel.
Oh, then I want to play the prequel.
No.
No.
What?
So much stuff is going to be not significant to you if you didn't experience it in Red Dead.
Good, don't care. Please bring it tomorrow.
Okay.
I want to play it so bad.
Um,
I don't know if I care about the story. I like the story as a whole. I just want to kind of play this and see if I like it.
From what we've played of it, like, it's definitely good.
Oh, wait, hold
It's
on.
definitely pretty. It doesn't have, like,
Hold on.
any glaring issues that I can notice so far.
Hold on.
But it did.
Red Dead 2 was released. Here you go. Now, review.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Uh,
Yeah.
everything seems pretty good about it.
All
The
right.
controls are sometimes a little weird.
Oh.
How it has that problem where, like, they use the same button for two things. So Larry sent me the
I always
best
hate that.
review of this game that made me laugh my ass off. Or sometimes circle will do a couple different things. It's like sometimes it's do this action, sometimes it's shoot, sometimes punch. So the one time Larry was trying to access his inventory and just cold clocked his horse in the face.
I
That's
want to
really
get
funny.
this medicine. I'm like,
That was one of my most.
Horsey, no!
That's
Did
one
it
of
start
the,
running?
That's one of the things
Yeah.
I hate about Borderlands 2 so much. Was that reload and pick up were the same button.
So greet and draw.
So when you're
pistol.
playing Page or Gage the Necromancer and you're doing Anarchy, you're not supposed to reload. So you'd go to, like, as you're stacking Anarchy to do more damage, you go to pick something up, but if you fuck up and you reload, then you completely ruined Anarchy.
Hi. You know there's fucking options menu with key bindings, right? Wow, you're so stupid!
Yeah, but no, but that throws off every other button. It doesn't make sense to put it with any other buttons.
So
There's really no other option.
the thing with that is like the button for greet person and say hi and draw pistol and threaten them is the same button.
That's shitty.
So you walk up to someone in a bar and you're like, "This is the guy I need to get this quest from. Give me your fucking money!" And you're just like, "Oh," and they just
Yeah,
run away.
partner, I heard you had a quest. I think.
And then you put your gun away. And you're like, "You want to talk to me?" They're like, "Yeah." It's like, this is weird. But like, besides for that little thing, like so far what we saw, everything was good. Everything was fun. I did learn that from playing that game with Larry. Larry has a couple major flaws while playing that game specifically.
Like what?
One, he has a really fucking hard time noticing small animals to hunt.
Okay.
Like, well, you have to do this thing where it's like you have to get a squirrel and a rabbit, and I'll be like, "There's a rabbit over to your left," and you go, "Where?" and just look right past him. Like, no, it's running right there, and you look right past it again. Like he couldn't see it.
He's looking at the sun.
He loses sense of direction really easily, and he gets focused on one thing that he wants to do.
To be fair, Larry doesn't drive though.
That's true.
So sense of direction really does evolve when you start driving.
Literally,
in my opinion.
he will walk into a house and get lost and not know which door he walked in through.
Well, when you almost exclusively play story as you go anime fucking titty games that are just interactive stories.
Rub on my boobies, Timulator.
Right.
Timulator.
Titty Timulator.
Titty Tim.
And then the other thing is that he will find like the one thing that he wants to do. In this game it was fishing, and he will try to beeline to that through anything else. And there was like interesting story missions that we had to do, and he would like actively not want to do them because he wanted to try to unlock fishing. But what he failed to realize is that to unlock fishing, you have to progress further through the story. So he's like, "No, I don't want to do those. I want to go fishing." I'm like, "Larry, do the fucking quest!"
Or you start up a quest and it's like, "Hey guys, let's go rob this bank." Got it. Go fishing. And your dudes are just hanging out waiting.
But then he would finally start to do the quest, and he would be like, "Oh, there's a deer up that mountain," and go up the fucking mountain, hunt the deer. I'm like, "Larry, you need to complete the quest to go get fishing." He's like, "Yeah, but deer here." Now I'm like, "Larry, all you want to do is go fishing."
So Larry
but
just
then you
has
just
ADD.
sidetrack yourself to not go fishing. But then you want to go fishing, and you refuse to do the thing that lets you do fishing.
So Larry's got ADD.
Maybe.
Essentially.
That's amazing.
It was one of those frustrating, like, at first it didn't bother me all that much because it was kind of like, the start is more linear. It's like, you have this quest, and then this quest, and then this quest. Once it gave him options, it was fucking done.
Whose mic were you using that night, by the way?
Larry's.
Yeah, that was super weird what it was doing that night. I'll explain that later. Just remind me, please.
I mean, it was literally like, the mic was there, the TV was here. So if you were getting echo, it was probably from the TV.
But it was like, I'd hear the echo, then it would stop, and you guys weren't talking, and there was nothing. Like, it would set into, like, dead silence, and then when you talk, it'd be like, yeah, so anyway, it was super weird.
It was probably something weird with, it was picking up sound from the TV at all times.
And fucking around with it?
Yeah, it was probably picking up sound from the TV at all times, so when we were talking, it was trying to balance it, and it wasn't doing it, because the TV was louder than us.
Mess with me, because I was trying to watch it, and I'm just like, ah! I was having an aneurysm. Anyway.
Someone could just clip that right there.
Yeah, no. Did I stop our stream? I just clicked a bunch. Did you hear that?
Yeah, there was like 18 buttons there.
So, god damn it.
So my review of Red Dead, it's really good, has some flaws, but overall, I haven't seen anything too bad about it. But of course, we didn't get very far because Larry.
What else does it have? Cheat codes!
Animations.
Or I think you say
cheat
horse
codes.
balls.
Well, it does have...
Oh, it does have horse balls! We're going to talk about that in a minute.
I already saw a video where they were checking out the horse balls.
Yeah, literally one of the first things that we did is we went, yeah, there's horse balls. Then we never went back to it again because we're not savages.
I am.
Aren't you supposed to take it to different temperate areas to be like, oh, it's cold. Those are smaller horse balls.
Yeah, we didn't, though.
Oh, we're in the desert now. Those are some bigger horse balls.
I think the other reason why we didn't notice it is because, like, one of the first story missions that you do is you take your horse and you're like, man, this horse that I had this entire time that I built up my bond level with, time to go get a new horse. And you go to the stable and they force you to buy a new horse. And the new horse that you buy is just better than your old horse. And I don't know if it's random, but the new horse that we bought was a girl horse. So it had
No
0
balls.
horse balls.
I don't like your playthrough. Just saying.
I feel like
So
that'd
did
be a
Jet.
big problem for him.
So did Jet put the spectrum of horse balls.
Yeah.
And I got a Snapchat. What the fuck? Who
The cheat
Snapchats
codes.
me? But yeah, there's cheat codes as well. Horse balls, though. Oh my god. In-depth structure. Whoever modeled them, yo, pretty accurate. Yo, whoever did the physics for them,
Veiny as fuck.
fucking, the modelers, the skin textures, the fucking riggers, everyone who worked on the horse balls, fucking A+. 10 out of 10 game, would ball out.
Wood ball.
Four-
Would ball out. And before Snapchat of horse
So-
balls.
So
7 out of 5.
the one thing that's still like, I was talking with Larry about this, is like with the game, you're looking at like the environments and everything looks super pretty. I can't wait to see it on PC. But even now, like
In, like,
everything
5 to
looks
7 months.
great. Where it's like, so even like curtains have like almost like doily curtains. Where
Yeah.
It's like you can see there's actual like holes in them, and like light passes through them, and it's not like, oh, they're like semi-transparent. And like the lighting is like built in, like
Like, you could
as
see
you
the
move them with your
lacing.
character, it passes through the lacing as you move it with your character. And Digital Foundry did a whole like, it was like a 30-minute video on this.
It's like ray tracing without ray tracing.
Where they were literally looking at it and they're just like, we don't know how the fuck they're doing this. Like, it doesn't make sense. Because, like, you look through the holes and they're legit just, it's perfectly, like, everything just, like, they're just like, we don't know how the fuck these curtains work. These curtains, they're too good.
Yeah, it's literally, it sounds like ray tracing without ray tracing with the way the lighting's coming
Yeah.
through, which is really, really sick.
So
Black magic fuckery.
it's literally, like, it's one of the most beautiful games ever. At least for this generation. Until you see the NPCs do NPC things.
I
Because-
did notice that on your playthrough.
Because, like, everything looks fine, then all of a sudden an NPC will just do an NPC thing where they're like, their path will get disrupted by something, or they'll get too close to a wall and they just kind of like, "Nyeh," out. And it's like, oh, that's the NPCs doing those NPC things. But then
Immersion broken.
like, everything else looks fine.
My stand animation didn't work, did it? I'm
Soda
supposed to be
Jet is
walking.
now following us. Thanks, Soda Jet.
I'm literally supposed to be walking right now. Why can't I stand up? Am I
Thank you,
paralyzed?
follower, you piece of shit!
Am I paralyzed? Oh god! Oh god! It's moving now.
We
I'm gonna
lost
knock
him.
over my subwoofer. Oh,
This
god.
is why we don't get followers.
we just got a follower, and he put a.
Yeah. Did you thank him?
I don't have my mic here. I
You
can't.
piece of fucking shit.
I gotta go to the mic that nobody can see. Thank you so much.
So cheat codes. There it is! I was waiting for it.
I hate the jump scare.
Thank you, Soda Jet.
God damn it! Yeah, we have jump scare fucking notifications.
So
They're
good.
fucking great because they don't do shit to me.
God damn it!
But
It's supposed to be quiet time.
yeah. Cheat codes.
Cheat codes.
So, to get them, you just
wait.
go to the settings menu.
I need more arm.
The settings menu.
We're not doing that again.
No.
Oh.
You go to the settings menu. You hit triangle or Y, depending if you're playing on Xbox or PlayStation, it just opens up the cheat menu. And by putting in certain phrases, you can lock them. Some of them you actually do, like, in-game stuff to unlock.
Howdy, partner.
No.
There's a snake
Unlocks
in my boot.
horseball enlargement mode. It's like big head mode for horseballs.
But it's like you type in a full-on command, and then you just turn on perma-drunkenness.
That sounds
That's awesome.
amazing.
Abundance is the dullest desire, gives you unlimited ammunition.
What is there big ball mode?
I don't know. I didn't read through all of them. The actual best one, though, is probably Better Than My Dog, which whenever you whistle for your horse, it'll come to you no matter where the fuck it is.
It just fucking drops down
Right.
from the sky.
Which is actually the best, because there's certain quests where you leave a horse someplace, then because of the way that the quest goes, you cut scene like a mile away. It's like, alright, now walk back, and you're just like, you whistle for your horse, and it just doesn't come to your horse out of range, and you're just like, you son of a bitch! And then what happens, you just have to run back.
I would love if they would, like, kind of mess with you a little bit. Like, the second you do that, the horse just, like...
So good.
I fucking love jump scare notifications.
It's so good.
Thank you. That's all I could say. I'm like a whore. They do something terrible to me, and then I have to thank them for it. Somebody clip that. I just realized how that sounded. Sub-hype. So anyway, it'd be great if with that cheat code, the horses just kind of like stiffened up like their like default
It
pose.
just flew.
Like ripped across and like bashed into you and like you fell over, but it was like you didn't take damage for it, but it was like...
This shit sounds like a Gmod.
Yeah, it does sound like a Gmod animation. I'm a very big fan of Gmod. So what?
That's a pretty cool
Just
one.
give it time, Gmod will do it.
What's a pretty cool one?
To fortify your health, stamina, and Deadeye bars, the phrase is, you seek more than the world offers.
What is it?
Fortify health, stamina, and Deadeye bars.
Deadeye is focus mode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
slow motion,
Boop, 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 boop.
tag people, and then fucking execute them.
Max Payne and Splinter Cell Conviction.
No, it's Red Dead Redemption. Slow down time. And you literally just, you mark everyone, it puts a little red X on them. Then when you snap out of slow-mo and your guy literally just goes boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
and kills them all in one
It's so
shot.
good.
Yeah, Splinter Cell Conviction. I played that.
Kinda.
I mean, it's been in every game ever.
It's been in every game ever. It's been Rocket League has fucking slow down time mode.
Probably.
Yeah.
It does with time warp when you play freestyle mode.
You're just not good enough to activate it.
Son of a bitch. Oh my god, there have been 10 clips of this fucking stream? What happened?
Apparently we're talking about things that people think are funny.
How many sexist, racist jokes do we make?
Apparently 10.
Apparently 10. Speaking of
10?
10... Yeah, that's a terrible transition. Speaking of...
It's either 10 or sexist racist, so you choose.
I don't know. Jump scare alerts. Okay, there we go. Anyway, we're just going to go to the next topic. As most of you may know that have been on the channel for a little while, Mike and I work at H.H. Gregg. I'm a little upset because one of our competitors is getting a deal with limited run games. Best Buy is getting a deal with limited run games where they get quantities of limited run games from limited run games. So collector's editions and like craziness and like things like ukulele and golf and all those and Golf Story, they're coming to Best Buy now.
How limited are the limited run games going to be limited to?
They weren't sure. Like I was looking at stock counts and everything
Is
like that.
knowledge limited?
Knowledge is limited. What they like essentially said was, hey, Best Buy gets an order of them. They're gonna have different art than the ones you order, and it'll only be like 1 or 2 per store, maybe. So, I feel like there's two different things in this. It's like, one, cool, Best Buy's getting like a big collector's edition like company. 2, they're altering the art and making a limited run even more limited per store, which is really fucking fucked up for people who love to support their company and collect their products, because it's like, hey, you have to hope your Best Buy maybe gets one. And you're there at the exact moment the truck gets it received.
Mm-hmm.
And the employees don't fucking buy it first when they see it. I think it's fucked. In my opinion, that's a truly fucked partnership. And it's just one of those things that it's like, yeah, you shouldn't let big companies buy your limited games. And it's just my opinion.
And unless their 2 to 3 is greatly under-exaggerated.
No, that was like the moderate like estimate per store.
Yeah. Wait.
They're gonna say, well, no, like they said,
like honestly, like at our Best Buy, it'll probably be like, here, you ended up getting like 10.
well,
Even then, that's not a lot, but still, it's
the amount of quantity that they were able to purchase from limited run. They said that if they evenly distributed them or kind of just made them to the big stores, it would be like 5 per store on a very high end.
I was gonna say like. There's definitely gonna be other Best Buys that get more than others. Thankfully, the one by us is actually one of the more popular ones.
Ours?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. Why do you think we get pre-release and shit like that when other Best Buy stores don't?
K Horn just said something Best Buy limited games, the chuckening. I don't know what that means.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is chuckening?
When you throw stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I just wish they would have partnered with us at HH Greg. We're very big gamers over there, so it's kind of fucked up, you know?
Yeah. For every sofa you buy with your TV that we give you a discount
Dude,
on,
I fucking
you get a free limited edition game.
I sell washers and dryers all day. Like, you don't think I'm going to throw a limited run game on with that sale? You're fucking out of your mind. I'm a great salesperson. I'll make sure that shit plays.
Put it on your Samsung fridge.
Yeah. Idiots. Anyway. Pokemon Go adds adventure sync.
Thank fucking Christ.
It tracks your walking.
That's all people have wanted since, like, well, I shouldn't say that's all people have wanted, but people have wanted that since this game came out. Because it's like, hey, this phone drains your battery like fucking whoa.
This app.
Whatever you want to call it. So I don't want to just have my phone sitting here on while I'm walking the whole time and my battery dying. Then they're like, we gave you battery saving mode. We turn it like this. The screen goes black, but yeah, it's still running in the background and causing a shit ton of battery drain.
You know what's kind of fucked up? Even if you close the app, it still tracks it.
It probably does it with the pedometer that's already built into your phone.
Yeah, I thought that was a little weird when I read it. I'm like, hey!
It probably gets the statistics from your pedometer, goes, this is how many steps you're at when we closed. When you reopen it, it pings the app again and goes, how many steps are you at now?
It also
Add
traces...
these steps
Yeah,
to
that's
your
probably all it does.
It also traces your location.
Yeah, it does. Your phone does that all the time either way.
And takes photos of you.
Your phone does that either way.
While you're sleeping.
Right.
Yeah.
And showering.
Yep.
Yeah. You're not telling me something new here. Your phone does that either way.
I don't like my phone anymore.
Ever since I got my
This in the
newest phone-
news! Mike is going to a flip phone!
Ever since I got my
Wait
Note
till your
9,
phone just flips open, starts taking pictures, and
on
closes again.
on at least 3 different occasions, I have looked down at my phone, which I was not touching, and saw that Google Assistant was awake and listening, and I had in no way, shape, or form said Google Assistant or OK Google or anything like
How long
that.
will I get connected to Wi-Fi?
Yeah, see?
Sean, do you ever think about us? What? Well, yeah, you just said
I
the
know.
magic words.
Mine's not.
Okay, Google.
God damn it.
Mine just activates yours for some reason. Never mind.
It's a mystery to me.
It's a mystery to her, too. She don't even know why she comes on. I am a robot. I'm going to kill you someday.
Soon.
Soon.
Like tomorrow.
Grandma's boy.
Speaking
Please
of which-
sit on my face.
I miss flip phones because it was way easier to dial. Alright, we got an OK Google request. How big is a silverback gorilla's penis?
Request refused on Spotify.
It refused your Spotify request. We can't do it.
Okay, I guess we can't. It doesn't want to play Spotify gorilla penis. Hey Google, stop.
As it just starts playing random music.
I don't like Google anymore. What is happening? With a smartphone, you have to push a button to turn the screen on, push the phone app, go to the dial, then dial. Man, you millennials are so lazy. Not like us. Millennials.
Yep.
Yep. Man, I really want a flip phone now. I'm gonna go off the grid for a while.
I want one of those Matrix
All
style slider
this.
phones.
All this burning it tonight. You guys want anything? Too bad it's garbage.
I'll just take all your sodas and drink them in front of you.
Please don't.
Are you talking about the other Pokemon Go news?
Yeah, Melton Swole Nut.
Yep. So, everyone heard about Meltan, who got released in Pokemon Go, where he was like a little like blob with a nut on his head, and everyone called him Nutto, the Nut Boy Pokemon.
I remember calling him Nut Boy.
Yeah. Well, his official name is Meltan, and they finally just came out and they're like, yeah, in Pokemon Go you can evolve him into his evolved form, and then transfer him over to Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee. And he turns into a super swole nut.
It looks like Machoke with like Melton's body and then like armor.
Kinda. It kind of looks like the Hulk made out of nuts.
So Swole Nut.
So we have Nutto and Swole Nut. I don't care if it's Meltan and whatever the fuck this is.
No,
What's its real name?
Nut Boy.
Melmetal?
Nut Boy and Swole Nut.
its real name is Melmetal. It's now Nutto and Swolnut. Because they're the Nut Boy Pokemon.
They should have just done that. Anyway.
Hashtag Nutboy.
Give us the Pokemon names we want.
I don't give a shit. I'm nicknaming them whatever the fuck I want.
Exactly.
So that way when I use them online, it's going to be Swolnut, use Pound.
Jesus Christ. You can call him Blue Ball for short.
He's not blue.
I don't know if that's short. That's actually longer by one letter. SWOLNUT. Because you're swole.
SWOLE.
Yeah, but if you do swole like I'm swole, bro.
I was going like you have an infection in your nut. So it's Swolnut. You gotta drain that.
With a leech. Gotta let a leech suck your
Why
nut.
are we going here? Why is this the direction we're traveling in?
Nuts and leeches are not
infected nut juice.
They are not the answer.
Nutfection. Ew.
Infected nut juice getting sucked out.
Oh god.
Pussy leech nut. Anyway. What were we talking about? Soggy
You
water?
see the viewers.
Soggy water.
Yeah, we lost one.
Yeah, they gotta suck out that soggy water from your swole nut.
I can't wait for LaCroix next week. It's better than this conversation.
Is it?
No. Oh, I was like, what the hell was that noise? Bethesda warns about bugs in Fallout 76.
Shocker?
Not a shocker, but Bethesda just knows that there's gonna be bugs.
Of course it does.
And everyone who buys a Bethesda game knows there's gonna be bugs.
It's a Bethesda game.
How bad is it that they're warning people this time? That it's like, hey, we know there's usually bugs, but holy fuck.
I feel like
this is the first one that's kind of like pseudo MMO-ish, where it's like, hey, it's a world
ESO.
that everyone inhabits at the same time. But that's like an actual MMO.
Right.
I guess.
That's
This is
more,
this
that's
is like
more.
their
I was gonna say like this is more of like, hey,
Destiny.
we took Fallout and made it multiplayer more so than we have a multiplayer game that's based on one of our other games, because like ESO it's not Elder Scrolls like Skyrim, just online.
It's an MMO with an Elder Scrolls skin.
Yeah, it's much closer to like Final Fantasy that they just skinned to be Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
So it has a very different like engine that's built around.
Well, there was initial initial gameplay that was shown off to select groups, like a very closed beta that they had as well. It's not looking good.
No, it looks pretty bad.
A lot of people are like canceling pre-orders. Like you're seeing there's whole threads of like, wow, I can't believe how fucking bad this looks.
it's like, wow, this looks like total Fallout 4 DLC.
Did you see the nuke? It looks like a Nintendo 64 explosion. Literally. Like I'm not even exaggerating. When the actual mushroom cloud is going up, it looks like a fucking Nintendo 64 graphic.
Well, did you hear how you get those nukes?
You got to go get launch codes, and then once you get all the launch codes, you can just put it off.
Or
Are you fucking kidding me?
yeah, just spend money to nuke people.
Oh man, Robas, please release a pay-to-win video where you just start nuking the fuck out of everyone on the map.
Yeah, you can literally just microtransaction your way to nukes.
Larry, we already fucking talked about that. How it takes almost 20 hours to unlock the fishing, and no, you fucked around. You fucked around for 20 minutes, you piece of shit.
I love that he's talking about this.
Oh my god, we already talked about this earlier.
It takes 20 minutes to unlock fishing. We talked for 20 minutes about him wanting
he
to
said
fish.
he said like 20 hours. No, it takes like 10 minutes if you just do the fucking missions you're supposed to do.
Larry, did you use your cheat codes yet?
You fucking piece of garbage.
so funny.
Are you okay?
If I follow you home tonight, can I borrow Red Dead? I really want to play it tonight.
Sure.
Yeah, I might do that after this. I really want to play Red Dead.
Okay.
Because I really want to fish.
Okay.
You're not going to play Red Dead?
9 times soon. By the way, it takes like 18 hours to download.
It's massive.
It's 2 discs, and you literally put the 1 disc in, and it gets to 50%, and you have to switch discs.
Anyway,
What does chat say? Chat said something.
I don't know, downloaded it. Welp.
Well.
Welp.
Well.
Welp. Well. Anyway,
Time to hit the old dusty trail.
How big is the download off of the disc?
About as big as my dick.
It was 90 gigs and...
That's right. That's how big my image file is.
58 or 40, something like that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Wait, 50 some off the disc?
There's 2 discs. The first one is like 58, and the second one's like 94 or something like that.
Jesus, how big is the digital download?
I don't fucking know.
That's fucking crazy.
Uncle Cock data mined it. He said the second disc is literally just for fishing.
That makes sense.
Yeah. 18 hours of downloading, and then fishing.
How they said there was 300,000 different animations.
Yeah.
Uh,
All of them are you. None of the animations are for the NPCs.
200,000 of them are just fishing. Just fish swimming.
5 of them are for the NPCs.
And then there's at least 100 that's dedicated just to horseball size change.
It's awesome.
And the actual tremendous rain of shit that comes out of every horse's anus.
The map is 40 square feet.
Just 40.
I don't know if you've seen those threads yet on Reddit where people are like, yeah, all they do is talk about animations and it's just all horse balls and horse shit. There is so much horse shit. Why is there so much horse shit? It shoots out like goddamn machine gun pellets.
Is that a real thing?
Yes.
Good.
Like people are literally just there like, what the actual fuck? Why is there so much horse shit? Like you tie your horse up and a second later it's like time to shit and just rains unholy amounts of shit down on the earth.
That's so good.
I really need to play this.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
The best part is when like you go back to your camp and there's like 5 horses. And I don't know if it's like they want you to look at them to shit, but if you like don't look at your horse for a while and then just turn around, you just see the tail go lift up and just shit just pours out. So when there's like 5 horses there, you just don't look at them for a while, just come back, you see all the tails go up in unison and just rain shit.
It's so great. It's amazing.
Brown hail, as they like to call it out west.
Brown hail.
I can't wait to fuck around in this game. This game sounds fucking amazing.
Is that all the news you have?
I have one more.
Is it the Nick Cage thing?
Oh no, we can talk about that. Go ahead.
Oh, there's a new poster for
forgot
Nick
about
Cage that looks fucking stupid.
What's the name of the movie again?
It's called Between Worlds, and like it's a
The
movie.
T is an upside down cross.
I was gonna say like
No, it isn't. I didn't even notice
The
that.
more you look at this poster, the worse it gets.
It's so good.
So first off, it's called Between Worlds, where the T is an upside down cross. He's surrounded by fire with what looks like 2 burning churches behind him. The tagline is "Vengeance is born in hell."
Burning churches?
Yeah, they're definitely burning buildings of some sort.
I didn't even notice that.
Right?
This is like Inception in
Yeah.
a fucking poster.
He has a goddamn, like, fucking huge-ass scar on his eye, wearing aviators that are reflecting the flames that are also behind him.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
That's so ridiculous.
This is becoming my phone wallpaper right
He
now.
has a goddamn revolver, leather jacket, dressed all in black. Looks like he's doing a duck face.
Yeah, it's a really weird poster, to say the least.
It's coming soon. If you guys just want to, like, look at this poster and just, like, it hits, like, we want to try to be edgy and also try to make Nick Cage look cool. And they just kept going with, like, every, like, stereotype or whatever you want to call it for, like movies.
Trope.
Yeah, like every trope for a movie that would have the tagline called "Vengeance is born in hell." And they're like, let's put it all on the poster. Just go. Just keep adding. No more flame effects.
Is that its actual subtitle?
Yes.
That's great. Vengeance is born in hell.
Huh.
I can't wait. It looks so bad.
I don't know if I'm actually going to watch that, to be honest. It looks terrible. Wicker Man 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Well, what people are saying, it's like...
Also, 1-bit sup fuckers.
So,
Hi, Jake.
so
Thank you.
What's being defined as is the spiritual successor to Ghost Rider and Drive Me to Hell.
I can see that.
So...
Drive Me to Hell. Oh, wait. Would Drive Me to
Or
Hell?
Drive Angry, whatever the one...
Drive
that-
Angry.
whatever
That
the one
movie
is.
was pretty fun, as, like, if you just didn't fucking care. It was a fun movie.
Yeah. So that's basically what this movie's gonna be. I can't fucking wait. And you know me, I love, like, super terrible movies. Like, I wanted to go see
because you're
Venom.
like me. You could just kind of go and be like, hey, I'm just here for the fucking ride.
See, I want movies to be like, 9s and 10s, 1s and 0s. I don't want that middle shit. Get that
Because
shit
it's
the
forgettable.
fuck out of here.
It's forgettable.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
want
fucking care about
them
that.
to be really good, or I want them to be The Room.
Because you could just, when you watch them, you're either like, wow, this is amazing, or wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, and I really hope this movie's bad, because, like, I really wanted to see Venom, because it was getting fucking, like, trashed out its ass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to see this movie. And then other people are like, you know, it's actually not that bad if they market it more as like the buddy comedy that it kind of is. You know, it actually would be better. I'm like, I don't want to see it anymore because it's gonna be mediocre. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be shit garbage though. It's gonna be that weird middle part. It's gonna be like a solid 5, and I don't want that. That's the worst.
Like the original Thor movie.
Yeah, those are like you just watch them. You're like, I'm not having fun, but it's not bad enough to make fun of.
So it's like it's better than LaCroix, is what you're saying.
I don't know what the fuck LaCroix is.
Just wait, next week you'll know. Jake just got
Literally,
back
I'll
from.
find out when I'm older.
Jake just got back from the new Halloween. Did you see that yet?
No.
I did.
Okay. Well, you wanted to volunteer, didn't say you did. So what the fuck's up with it?
It's really, really good.
Is it?
Is it a like successor to him, or is it like a remake?
So it is a sequel to the first Halloween movie.
Ever?
Yes.
Okay.
Or the Rob Zombie one?
Not Rob Zombie one is not in this canon.
Okay, so this is a sequel to the first one. Direct sequel?
Yes.
What happened to Halloween 2?
It's not part of this continuity.
Have you ever read the actual
And I don't understand
sequence
why
of Halloween
that is.
movies?
Yeah, it's all fucked up.
What's the good one? What is it?
So-
Halloween 3 or 4? The one where they're just in a random town?
That's Halloween 3, and
Yeah,
it has
best
nothing
one.
to do with Michael Myers.
Best one. Best fucking
but
Halloween.
yeah, so the way the sequencing goes for Halloween movies is originally it went 1 and 2, 3 was its own thing, and then 4, 5, and 6 were their own thing, and then
H2O
H2O
was a continuance, but an alternate time.
Continuance of after 2. It's in the same.
So 1, 2.
It goes
H2O.
1, 2, H2O, then Resurrection, and then Rob Zombie rebooted with 1 and 2.
So do you want to know?
And then this one
And
erases
then this
everything besides one.
erases everything except for the original one.
So do you want to know how fucked up the Halloween?
Fuck you, bitch! Oh my god. Larry fucking resub. Jesus.
Thanks, Larry.
Christ, I
That's
just
amazing.
fucking pissed myself.
I think I might have jumped 2. No, I can't tell.
So do you want
That's
to know?
amazing.
Do you want to know how
My
fucked
chest hurts a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like my heart just jumped in.
the Halloween titling goes? It goes Halloween.
Hold on, I can tell you.
Okay.
Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers,
Yep.
Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers,
Yep.
Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, Halloween H2O.
No, that's not Halloween 6. That's just Halloween.
Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. The director's cut has the number 6 in
Yep.
it. It's my favorite slasher
fuck.
franchise. Then it's H2O, then it's Resurrection,
Yep.
and then Halloween 1 and 2 from Rob Zombie,
Yep.
and then the newest one is just Halloween.
Yep. How fucked is that?
Jesus.
That it goes Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween 4, Halloween 5, Halloween, Halloween H20, Halloween Resurrection, Halloween, Halloween 2.
You want to see
Halloween?
You want to see an even worse one? Look up the series for
Friday the 13th is also pretty bad.
No.
Children of the Corn.
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. Oh, I love the Hellraiser films.
No, me too. But the
They are
titles
fucked, I remember.
are so bad. It's so great.
The original Hellraiser was great because it was
I
like
love the Hellraiser.
it was like
series.
if Tim Burton didn't ever do anything goofy, he probably would have made Hellraiser.
I just within the past like 6 months rewatched all of the Hellraisers.
Yeah,
And
I've been watching them in like
the
years
the
now.
latter ones get real bad. Little known fact: Superman himself, Henry Cavill.
Hold on.
Henry Cavill is in Hellraiser 8.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th might be even funnier. Just for like the
Friday the 13th. Friday the 14th.
So it's Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th Part 2, Friday the 13th Part 3, Friday the 13th The Final Chapter, Friday the 13th A New Beginning, Friday the 13th Jason Lives, Friday the 13th Part 7 The New Blood,
I remember that one.
Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, Freddy vs. Jason, Friday the 13th.
Jason X is the one that was just asked.
This is the space one.
what
That's
do you call
my favorite because it's so bad.
it? I love it. It's just
Oh
so
man,
ridiculous.
we just killed this super demon monster. Let's put him on the resurrection table. He won't come back alive with that.
Yeah, that was
So
goofy.
But the fact is, Friday the 13th, the final chapter, Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, is the fucking best.
Yeah.
so
I love when they do shit like that.
So here's Hellraiser, right? Hellraiser Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth, Hellraiser Bloodline, Hellraiser Inferno, Hellraiser Hellseeker, Hellraiser Deader. That's one of them.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No,
That's
it's
fucking
fucking
great.
not.
2005 is Hellraiser Deader.
Deader.
Hellraiser Hellworld, which is an MMO. I don't know if that's number 8. That's the one with Henry Cavill. There's an MMO that takes place in the Hellraiser world.
Wait.
So it's a stuck in...
It's a
in
game?
No, so
No,
there's
it's a movie about a game stuck in the Hellworld universe.
right, like there's
so
these
you're-
like these kids are playing a
So
game.
you're trapped in MMO,
I get it, yeah.
trapped
No,
in the
no,
Hellworld.
No, this
Hellraiser
is not
universe.
Sword Art Online.
No, it's trapped in MMO. It's anime.
It's
Are you
not.
telling me it's Sword?
It's Hellraiser
This is
anime
Hellraiser the anime.
Hellraiser Anime Edition.
This is Sword Hellraiser Online.
Can you imagine an anime for Hellraiser?
Well, I'm not done yet. Then there's Hellraiser Revelations.
SHO.
No. Like Ergo Proxy style.
No, I like Sword Art Online better because it's so shitty, and I love shitting on Sword Art Online. If you like Sword Art Online, I'm sorry, but you suck.
I would love an Ergo Proxy, but Hellraiser universe.
The last two are Hellraiser Revelations and then Hellraiser Judgment.
Next one is Hellraiser Deaderer.
Deaderist.
Deader Esther.
Dear Esther?
So good.
Dear Esther, I called you, but you still ain't write me yet. I got that flaky granny puss,
But deader.
but I still ain't tried it yet. The soggy water that you sent me in your last letter was still soggy. I don't know. I'm
No,
trying to
it
do
dried out so it
stand-
wasn't soggy no more.
Shit dried up. Now it's just breadcrumbs. Water crumbs?
Water crumbs. Would water crumbs just be ice?
No.
So, hold on.
you have to put them in the freezer.
do you-
Dried out water crumbs would be like just crumbs.
We got tangented. Do you guys actually give a shit about how Halloween was?
Yes, because I'm probably going to see it at some point.
It's really fucking good. I want to set the expectation that it is not scary.
Okay.
It's more fun.
I don't watch horror
It
movies for
is.
scary.
It is fun.
Okay.
It kind of just wraps up stuff
Is it
in
punching
a certain
the
way.
balls?
It's just a good continuation of where like previous movies have just gone off the fucking rails. You know, this is very grounded film. My biggest issue is that they retconned 2. Like they just said that 2 didn't happen.
Okay.
And I don't understand why, because I feel like if they had included 2, it would have
Still
made
would have been relevant.
it would have not only been relevant, but there are certain decisions that they made. So here's one of the things: is that at the end of 1, right, Michael gets thrown out. Spoiler to the first Halloween. Michael flies out the window,
Fucking
right,
ages ago.
and
Yeah.
then Michael falls out the window. Loomis looks out the window and he's just gone. Movie ends.
Yeah.
And then in 2, it happens later that evening. Laurie Strode goes to the hospital. Michael goes to
2
the
is
hospital.
honestly one of my favorites.
It
Like,
really, I agree with it. They brought in, like, Michael's there trying to get her in the hospital. Loomis fights him. Hospital catches on fire. Michael dies in a fire.
because the
right,
the whole hospital setting for that one was fantastic in the
I
way
agree.
that they filmed it.
right. So now 2 doesn't a thing, and so if you've even seen the trailers, this isn't a spoiler. It's Michael's in an asylum. He's been there since the events of the first one, and so that means that Michael flew out the window, landed on the ground, disappeared, and then you just assume they found him eventually and put him in prison. Whereas
If they would have like had him we got him from the fire.
exactly, that makes sense to me. They retconned he's no
I
longer
would say that makes a lot more sense than one where it's like he's been living in this basement, living off rats for years in this normal little town,
I
Exactly.
love
and he hasn't
that.
murdered anybody.
right.
I loved that continuity because it was so dumb.
So
What
that's
one was that?
3?
no.
No, because 3 was that weird off one.
So no, what you're talking about that's H2O.
That is
but
H2O?
It's H2O.
Holy
Okay.
shit! I
But the
wouldn't
problem,
even have thought
it's
that.
not that he wasn't doing anything. It's that he was out doing all of this shit in 4, 5, and 6, but nobody really knew about it.
Okay.
They retcon the whole Laurie isn't his sister thing. So in 2, it introduced the idea
You get
that,
the
that
yeah,
Michael
you get
and
the
her
family
are related.
asset because that
So-
brings in the little girl in.
Later ones, kind of.
What was that 3?
No, that's 4. 3 is the weird.
4 is the one with the little girl.
Yeah, 4 is the
Okay.
little girl. So they retcon that and they said like, and they say it in the movie. It's like, isn't Laurie his sister? And they're like, nah, that's just some shit that people made up. They say that in the movie, and I'm like, why?
Ugh.
Why does that need to be changed? I don't understand why that is important and that needs
They
to be changed.
retconned a bunch of shit that didn't need.
It didn't need to, right? And I don't know why they did it, and I think, like I said, if they included the events of 2, it would have made the transition into this film make more sense. And because Laurie is now like a crazy recluse and she's doomsday preppered her house for it.
Yeah.
And if you think about it in terms of this is what takes place just after the first one, it's like, all right, yeah, you went through a traumatic thing.
Yeah.
One guy killed a bunch of your friends and you ran from him. But if you couple it with what happened in 1 and 2, you being a crazy doomsday prepper kind of makes more sense.
Yeah, because you really had some psychological shit. Like, I
feel
went
like
through
2
this.
totally should have been kept in there.
I feel like
but
it
it's
would have
not.
made like the true trilogy
Right.
at that point.
But
That they could have called it like a true trilogy.
well, the other thing, I think a big part of why they wanted to retcon 2 is because they didn't want to make 2 originally. So,
Which sucks because it was such a good one.
well, so they made 1, right? So the original idea was that John Carpenter wanted to make, right? It's John Carpenter, right?
I don't know. You're
It's
the
not Wes
first kid.
Craven. It's
what?
John Carpenter for
For the new one?
for the original Halloween.
Yeah, John Carpenter.
So John Carpenter and Deborah something or other, his like co-writer. The idea was they were all going to be an anthology series. So 3, the one with the masks and shit, was supposed to be 2. Michael Myers was just a one-off movie. The second one was supposed to be the crazy mask shit. The third one was going to be something else. 4 was going to be something else. None of them were supposed to be connected in any way. 1 came out, everyone's like, Michael Myers, slasher films, greatest thing ever. You need to make another one of those. They're like, we really don't want to. But they're like, do it, because money. And so they made the second one. He didn't really want to. They made 3, which everybody fucking hated because it had nothing to do with Michael.
Yeah.
And so then he handed off the series. Other people made all the other ones down the line. I think the reason ultimately he wanted to retcon 2 was because he never wanted it made in the first place.
Which is dumb.
Even though, canonically, it makes sense
sense.
to include it in this trilogy.
But overall, it's a good movie.
I think it was almost like a... Oh, yeah, no, it's totally fucking amazing. Some of the best, like in the original Halloween, you know, when like he stabs the dude through the wall and he does the head tilt? There's so many amazing, almost could possibly be still shots of him doing
Like subtlety shit.
mannerisms.
Yeah.
That I'm like, this could be a picture on a wall.
Spoilers. Well, we're not really doing any specifics, so.
Right. If there's just scenes where I was like, I want this as the desktop on my computer. This could be a picture on the wall. There's some really
That's
good
dope.
eerie shit. And there are plot holes and shit that don't really make sense or whatever, but
They're always
overall,
But it's a fun drive.
overall, it's
didn't
an
they just
awesome
do this
movie.
thing? It's like,
It's
'cause then it
really
would be a
good.
story.
Don't expect it to be scary, but it's just a really, really
Well,
fucking
slasher
great
films
movie.
aren't scary at this
I was gonna
point.
say, I also don't watch
They
horror
don't-
movies to get scared.
I don't think there's maybe 2 jump scares whole movie. So I think
Good.
right, and that's what I mean. They don't do that. I'm going to rely on jump scare shit.
Good.
It's almost non-existent.
I'd rather have a
That's great.
fun movie than a
There's
jumping.
a Korean horror movie that's more of like a suspense one. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll have to find it and send it to you. Where if you don't like jump scares, there's like 2 in the entire movie, but they're all like because of the situation.
Okay.
You can understand why it's a jump scare. It's not just a jump scare for the sake of jump scare's sake.
It's like a thing that's
Yeah.
supposed to.
And it's
not just utilized as a
it's
tactic.
really good. But the one movie, like, I don't watch horror movies to get scared when I watch horror movies because a lot of the times, like, I'll watch a horror movie and it doesn't bother me. Like, I watch creepypasta shit and do other, like, for fun.
We're aware that you have Asperger's, yes.
Yes. But apparently there's a new movie that I think is on Netflix called, I have to see if I get the title right because I always want to say The Haunted House on the Hill. It's The Haunting
I
of
watched
the
that
House
too.
on the Hill. And I heard it was really good.
I watched all of that too.
Yeah, 2001, House on Haunted Hill.
No. the haunting of Hill House.
Yeah, The Haunting of Hill House.
Hill House, that's
what
what it is.
Like,
I heard it's actually pretty scary.
It's
I
really good.
I heard it's really good, and I
It is
really
really
want to
good.
watch it.
It is really good. Please watch it.
Okay. I'm not going to, because you said.
You should.
If he would have just said it, done. I was watching it tonight after Red Dead Redemption's install. So while we were talking about all that, there were a couple of chat pieces. Do you remember when they made the Final Destination, like the Final Destination, and then they did the next Final Destination anyway?
Right. Well, that's the Final Fantasy thing.
And the final one was like a prequel. And what was the shitty horror movie set in a game dev studio where the monster comes alive? I have no fucking clue.
Not Fear.com.
I literally have no clue. Doom?
Yeah.
And Sword Art Online seemed cool at first on the first episode, but when I thought it was going to be an actual MMO, but then it was an anime.
So I can completely understand that. With like Sword Art Online, I remember watching the first episode where they're like, "Oh, you're trapped in MMO," and it's like, "Okay, let me explain how the MMO mechanics work." Where it's like, "Oh, I want to attack this thing." hold your sword like this to signal that you want to attack. You'll see the targeting thing, and when it turns red, you swing and you'll do your attack.
Yeah.
It's like, that makes sense, because that way people are actually, like, doing MMO-style fighting, but not just, like, in a menu going, attack, and then you do, like, turn-based shit. Like, it made sense in universe.
Yeah.
But then, literally, like, episode 2, they're like, alright, this guy was a beta tester. He's way too fucking good at this game. Look at all this crazy bullshit he's doing. Just breaks all the laws that they just set up, and it's like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's bad. It's real bad. It's all bad.
So I have a final news story. Dark Horse released the Mario Encyclopedia, the English translation. We finally got it. Unfortunately, it rips off a lot of the fan-made Mario wiki in terms of names, descriptions, mostly names, but pretty much they went on a rant and they're like, hey, you know how this doesn't translate from Japanese because it's a totally made-up name that we gave it?
Oh,
Here it is.
The name of the Korean thing, it's very on the nose. It's called Satan's Slaves.
What Korean thing?
It's a Korean horror movie
Oh, okay.
called Satan's Slaves.
Okay.
That's very well done. It's made by the same guy who did The Raid.
We all know Mike loves the Raid.
I fucking love The Raid.
I haven't seen any of
fucking
them.
Yeah.
love The
Yeah,
Raid.
so he made The Raid and The Raid 2. And they're literally like,
and then he made Satan's Slaves?
well,
Who is this
well,
majestic, amazing
they're
person?
Like, we will give you so much money, just please make another movie. He's like, nah, I'm making this instead. And it turns out he's really good at making those two.
He's probably just good at making movies, because, like, even The Raid, for what little story it had, you gave a fuck. Like, the first Raid, here's, like, the movie. Here's the top of the movie. Here's the action. And then here's, like, a little bit of story just kind of sandwiched up in there. And you're like, oh, that was fucking great.
Yeah.
Do I get to see more? Yep.
I
Here's the second one. A little bit of story.
If that movie isn't on Netflix, it's on Shudder.
The Raid?
No. Satan's Slaves.
Yeah, I'll find it and buy it.
On the internet.
I'll buy it on the internet. On the Pirate Bay. Fuck! No. It's just not,
It's still around?
I don't
Jesus.
fucking know.
He's got his Demonoid account.
Yeah, bro. Still got my Demonoid, my Mini Nova. Dude, you don't have LimeWire installed?
I'm still running Kazaa, don't you worry.
Hey, what's up, Napster? So yeah, with the Mario thing, it's just literally, they rip... My stomach is yelling at me. I don't know what's going on there.
I thought that was your
Jesus.
chair.
No. But yeah, the Mario the Mario translation for the Dark Horse comic series thing, I'm gonna redo that. The Dark Horse publishing of the Mario Encyclopedia in English literally just takes fan translation names or made up names from the fan wiki. So, yeah, that's really shitty.
Is it licensed by Nintendo?
Yep, and even the
So
guy.
then
they're
Nintendo's saying
canon.
that it's canon.
Yeah.
The big thing is, it's like the one guy's like, yeah, they kind of just didn't. Like,
I'm the guy that put this in the wiki. I just picked that name out of nowhere.
the editor literally said, he's like, yeah, you see this name? I fucking made that up while I was drunk.
It's like, well, guess what? It's stuck, and now it's canon. Congratulations.
I like that though. They weren't saying anything bad. I'm just like, kind of at the same time, I'm like, huh? You think they would have like tried harder, because then like some of the names are like French, and it's like they didn't translate it from like Japanese to English. They translated it from Japanese to French, and then said fuck it. Just fuck it. Oh, I do have a last piece of news. 2011 to 2015 YouTube Legends SMDX skits released a final unreleased skit. It's me and Sean's skit. It's funny. I'm not gonna post it. That's
Good.
all you guys need to know. We used to run a skit channel. It was terrible. Please
Now-
watch us.
And now we do pre-stream videos.
Yeah. Now we do even shorter shit. Which, did you see the box yet?
No.
It's
box
probably
you
the
watched too.
funniest fucking thing we've ever done.
We'll
And
show-
it's so uncomfortable.
We'll show you later.
We'll show you later. Alone.
I mean, by later you mean like now, because we're ending the stream
Yeah.
like now,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much. Yeah, it's an
Unless
hour
you-
and 30
unless-
minutes.
I was gonna say, unless you got something else.
I got nothing.
Sean, do you got anything you want to talk about?
No.
All right. Well, hey guys, this is going to release on Halloween morning, so happy Halloween to everyone that's watching on the release date. Happy Halloween to anybody who's watching us now and isn't going to watch our stream tomorrow or Tuesday. I might stream as well, I'm not sure yet. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, /IMBGaming. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Booping.
Peace out.